All right, it is December 2nd. Let's take a look at what's going on. All right, obviously I'm not there today, so you're watching this. Today you're going to self-assess how you felt you did in November. You'll notice that it says November up here. This is the wrong year, but you'll see. Please self-assess it, add up the numbers here. Remember, if you can't say yes to everything in a cell, go to the left and keep going. Add up your points, flip it over, go all the way up and over, and hopefully that makes sense. And then put your score at the bottom. Hand it back to our sub. He's super cool. Be nice to him. Help him out with handing out paperwork and stuff like that as well. Then I want you to take a look at Schoology. First off, look at the gradebook. Read the comments in the gradebook. If it's something you can make up, how do you make it up and what do you do? Again, you should be checking this stuff. You are a student. This is your job, is to student. And I'm trying to make it easier on you. Schoology is your best friend with that. When I go look at Schoology, I also want you to notice, hey, Subnotes, they're there. You are doing this today. Tomorrow we're going to be doing U-Science exams. If you want to take a look at this, you can sign in. And what it is it gives you, if you click on the googly thing, certificates of skills for film production, audio production, and game design and programming, a bunch of different things. It's industry standards that the world likes to look at. So that's something you should take a look at. Now, I'm going to go back into our folder here. Now, this is true for all the classes. If you go to the U-Science materials, which sometimes are at the bottom, sometimes it's at the top, they should be at the top. Take a look at the catalog. And there are a number of certificates that you can earn depending on what you want to focus on. So there's a lot of great stuff in here. So we do like game design stuff. We have audio production, video production. But take a look at some of these things because I can activate any of these and you can do a pre-test to see what's on the test. Like what skills should you have for digital audio and what's 1 and 2, what's the difference for that? And then you do a pre-test to see how well you score, also to see what you should know. And then you work on the content, for instance, in session 3. Then you test again as a post-test after the session. And most likely you'll earn that certificate. The point is we want to rack these things up. And it's stuff you can put on your LinkedIn profile. You can put in your portfolio. Skills authentication is important. You need industry standards so that people know what you can actually do. For first year students, you're going to be doing the 21st century skills to start with. For second year students, we're going deeper into other things. So you'll notice that when we do that tomorrow. All right. So again, that's something you should check out. The other thing you should do is take a look at session 3 folder. There are going to be things in here. I'm going to continue to add material. What is the prompt? You can go into that again. The what, when, why, how, where, what. This document is what we do during a production cycle. Know your lane, stay in it, and drive fast. This is Eric Belgaw. He's one of our advisory members. He's super awesome. But this is the current week. We're doing research and training. So we'll be working on things like this week. Then next week, we'll start pre-production. And then you get this done as soon as possible, and then you move into production and you crank out the thing. And then post-production is basically you publish the thing for production. We get feedback from our advisory members. We do peer review, and then we reflect on that stuff, and that's session 3. So if you're wondering, what do we do during a session? This stuff. And again, you have that right here in your session 3 folder. Okay, so session 3 overview. Ooh, I can put this up here. And there are other things in here you can take a look at. Look at the rubrics for all 3 of our classes. We're working toward that. This will be the final thing. We use rubric for session 5 for a competition. This is an example of the competition rubric from last year, so we can work toward that. And yes, you can see, these are out of order. Let's go like this. I can do this because I'm an editor, but you're doing this today, and then tomorrow we'll do U-Science stuff, and we're going to do this all year long. It's pretty cool. And again, in the gradebook, you can just get a 1 for taking the pretest in this case, or whatever other test. If you don't pass, it doesn't matter. You get a 1 point in our gradebook in Schoology that you took it. And the score you get does not count against your grade at Capital High School. It's information for you to learn more about what you need to focus on for skills. All right. Lastly, if you look in our slideshow, there's other material in here to remind you about how to build good games, how to write songs, song materials, and so on and so forth. I put this up yesterday so you can see this. but just what we're doing and what we're focusing on for all 3 classes, what we're doing with the prompt, the limitations that we're going to put in place. So that stuff is in our slideshow. I also have material about the creative process that I got from James Clear in Atomic Habits, and this information is really cool. You should take a look at that. The rest of the slideshow I'm modifying because obviously I'm not there and I need to move some stuff around. So again, work with Mr. Stidham and get your stuff done, turn it back in, work on missing work, etc. I would look forward to seeing you tomorrow. All right, that's it.